Good day, lads. Welcome back to the One-Eyed Pod. It is the end of the practice matches, the AAMI practice matches, and it's fucking go time, baby.
Yeah, filming this now on a Tuesday. In a couple of days' time, we can watch Sydney absolutely pepper Carlton, and then tune in on Fireball Friday, and just hear all these Carlton supporters just have fucking whinge as always. You know, it's just great this time of the year. Do you remember last year when Carlton versus Richmond, or I think it was Richmond or something like that, and they did their membership day after the Richmond game, and then they were just, because Richmond beat them, they're all silken. So I'm just praying that this will happen, and it'd be good for the One-Eyed Pod, wouldn't it? You know, fuck the Blue Baggers.
I actually can't wait, and it came up as the tip, but we have to wait till next week. No, that's opening rounds this week. Next week we get to see the Carlton versus Richmond. Is that what you're talking about?
No, yeah, well that happened last year, but I don't think they had opening round last year, Carlton. So this is the first time they're doing it. Yeah,
and a little bit of joy recently. Good in everyone, didn't we? We all saw that. That's not luck.
And that was a big grab too. It was like he got shot.
Yeah.
And it was, the funny thing was, it was just like, it was treated as a normality. Oh, he's just got a bad back, mate. He was just randomly just going, fuck. I was like, what the hell?
How could you possibly think that this is a good pick? Anyone putting Sam Walsh in your team?
I just don't get how he got signed for 7 years. Like, he's obviously injury prone. I want him to do well, because when he's good, he's one of the best players in the game. But
his management's just,
yeah. But well, it's obviously Tassie going, hey, you know, we don't give a fuck. We will buy you even if you have one good year and 7 shit ones,
mate. You'll see some of the biggest contracts ever coming up because Tassie will be offering money and they're going to match it.
Yeah. And everyone, well, not really. Everyone's trying to get all the deals done now. But I think it was Geordie Artis or something. He's parked his till 2026. Some clubs are just giving the kitchen sink. And then it'll be interesting probably next year is when... Because when is it? No, it's not. Well, 2026 is obviously this year. But when do they come in? I think it's...
When does Tassie come in?
Yeah.
I've got no...
I think it's 2 years from now or 3 years. I don't even know. Mm-hmm. But that's how the contracts... Because I know Nick's contract is, coming up around that time. So it'll be unique to see. And I just love how Tassie are getting all the shit cunt Tassie... like the D-listies, like Jai Menzies, and they've got a few players I just can't remember, but I kind of like it because they should
have Tassie already signed players?
I think definitely they have. I'm pretty sure they might be doing VFL either next year. I haven't looked into it too much in the last 6 months, but I know they've signed a few players that have been delisted before. And they've been socially going, this is our grand, prospect, but it's obviously you're not going to get a big dog right now. But I think it might be 2 years. But anyway, they don't even have a roof on their stadium, so I don't even give a crap about it because we've all seen the Launceston games, mate. It's the shittest games ever. It's just like, all right, well, that ball, you may as well be kicking the opposite way. It's just so, the wind can just... Get the correct sort of amount for the goal.
It starts coming backwards.
Or the 25-metre kicks and only going 5 metres. At least they don't have to throw it in more often. That's the only positive to come from this.
Yeah,
the throw-ins were so bad in wherever they were doing it in Tassie.
Talking on that, what do you think of the less throw-ins? Do you liking it so far?
I've liked it. I mean, it's more fast-paced and... I don't mind it. It's still, when I was watching these games, it still is throwing me off a little bit like, the last touch. Because it's last touch, isn't it? Basically. So it's like a bit confusing as well because, you're so accustomed to the throw-in and then you're like, it's just a little bit different. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, did you see? You see players throwing their bodies at the ball now. Like the
Yeah,
ball's about to go
yeah,
out, and they're just trying to get any limb to just kind of touch it before it goes over. So someone header the ball over the line
yeah,
the other day.
yeah.
Yeah,
But if so it's last touch. So if they got to keep the
last
ball in.
disposal.
They got to keep. Yeah, right.
Last disposal.
So if they
Yeah,
touch it over the line, it's a throw in.
it's a throw in. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So this is what I mean. It's just throwing me off a little bit, but I mean, it's the least of my worries. There, you've got dodgy rucks. You've got shithouse rookies. That's the least of my problems to focus on.
Haven't the rookies just come off the edge of the cliff?
They
Happens
have.
every year though. Like we're like, oh, we've got so many rookies, and then we watch them actually play. They've got the worst role and they're scoring like 20 points, and we're all just like,
Yeah, and I think I messaged you. This season is not going to be much different to last season, where we have those players that maybe try and elevate their price a little bit to 500 range, or you're picking the mid prices to make maybe 100K. Because no, they're not there. I've been looking at, trying to find 270K players like Blackiston, for example, to just go, oh, who's going to make money? Because all the rookies, like, he's not even on our run sheet yet, but Jack Carroll. Wait, so is everyone just going to put Jack Carroll in their team and think he's actually good? Because
he's not. I don't think he's an on-field option, but he's got a role, so it's just like,
has he got a role? Oh my
I
god!
think he had half-back role, doesn't he?
I don't think for long. Every time I've watched him, I've gone, Jesus
Because
Christ.
Windhager has half-back at the moment now, isn't it? Sinclair.
Isn't that
Windhager back
interesting?
there.
And we'll get on to that. I know that we're going to talk about premiums. But, I mean, is Windhager going to tag now, do you think, if he's got that? Because I was thinking about this
I
earlier.
think he still tags, but I think that he goes back when he's not tagging. He goes on to half-back.
That's it.
Because he got, 41 disposals in a practice match?
Yeah, but his first two games, this game is against Nick Dacos, and then he's got
So
Neil
we'll know.
coming up, who we're looking at, and then I can't remember who else, but that's what I was thinking, and then I thought, hang on, they've got Philippa Wen, Flanders, and then I forgot the third one in there.
Because Flanders was going back there as well, rotating back, right?
And that's where his game is just... I mean, this is the crazy thing. We're not even talking about Flanders. Like, Flanders is back, baby. Come on.
He's
But,
back.
like,
He's
back.
going to average 100.
I think more, surely.
More, but like, what I mean by average 100 is like a couple of years ago when he didn't go under 100.
Yeah.
It was always like 105,
Exactly.
110,
Exactly.
105. Yeah, it was so
People
good.
forget about it. But yeah, St Kilda is going to be, that's definitely a wait and see this
Wait,
week.
what do you mean? Wouldn't he be like the highest owned player, Flanders? Or do people not have him in their team?
I'm talking about appreciated. Everyone has him, but nobody's sort of, he could be F1. But I feel like we've got that much
big call. F1 over Sheasel.
Yeah, sorry. I take that comment back. He scored 145. And
big call.
yeah, F2.
F2.
He could give
F2 is
him,
more
what did Sheasel average last year?
He'd give him a run. He would honestly
give him a
run.
shake.
Last year, Sheasel average, I got it right here,
Yep.
7.
Oh, mate, that's not even that big of a call. I think he could give him
it a run.
He could give it a run. We can go on to the next sort of, starting off our topics of, the premiums.
Give me 1 second. 24 season. What did Sam Flanders average? Oh, what an unreal season.
115 or something?
Where do you see the... Oh, here we go. 120.
See? So I actually... You made me feel bad for that comment. You really did, and then I backtracked. So that means my confidence is really...
It's a big call. It's a good call. Yeah.
It's my confidence sometimes, when I get called out like that, I just think it's a shit call. But that's only because I last year thought Goldstein was a good pick and I would just run. So I'm trying to listen to others more than, myself. So
still head noise 2026. Still got
100%.
Goldstein head noise.
We'll get on to the start of our topics, but I'm even getting head noise about Whitfield and Kurt's season as my team name. I've already changed it once. I think it was Whitfield D1, and now now I'm looking at my team and I can't fit. I can have a perfect team without Whitfield, and now I'm getting head noise about, hang on, only the 5 people that listen to this pod, they're going to roast me because Whitfield's not going to be in my team. So there's plenty of head noise, and it hasn't even started.
Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you that we shouldn't be starting Whitfield and McKercher? And you're like, no, he's in my team. I've got to start him.
Have to start him. Like, we'll get onto it. Because I mean, we'll get onto the premiums and we can start at the back. But is Nas and Sinclair essential, or is both essential, or is one? Like, I feel like you have to have one of them, and that is problematic for your Whitfields because they share the same buy.
I've got a plan. All right. I'm not. Should we jump into my plan right now?
Yeah, go into it.
So, where is it? We need to somehow get a pod duo of Nas and Sinclair, right? Because that's the pod duo that's going to do it for us. And we love our pod duos. And
Brayshaw and Sarong, Keller and Green.
Pod duos are like 2 players from the same team who no one has that combination of players, and it's a differential itself because you have 2 of the players, and normally people only have 1 of the players. Ed and Bond. The other year it was
Libber and Bond the year before.
Libber and Bond, yeah. Like those kind of things.
Yeah.
Zach Butters and Rosie back in the day, pod duo. So
now a normality.
We need to start with one of them, and I think the safest person to start with is Sinclair, because we don't know how Nas is going to react to a tag. We don't know what's going to happen. He's never been tagged in his life. We're not going to find out round 0. Collingwood won't tag him. All right. So let me get it up here. We essentially have 3 rounds to have a look. 3 rounds to have a look at Nas, to see how he goes. Now, I don't know if he's going to get tagged in these 3 rounds because he's got Melbourne. Is anyone going to tag him from there?
Who's Sinclair or Nas?
Nas.
No, Melbourne won't. I don't think so.
GWS. Bedford's not even playing. He's injured. Will they still try to tag him if Bedford's not there? Probably.
No.
And then Brisbane. So I'm thinking, right, that I'm going to start Sinclair and Lockie Ash. And after this round 4 bye, I will either swap Sinclair or Ash to the corresponding other defender, if that makes any sense. So if Nas is just slaughtering it, I'll swap to Nas. But if Sinclair, he's not slaughtering it, then I'll swap to Whitfield.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, you can do that. And I guess there's always, every season we think our team's perfect, and then we've blown fucking 3 boosts in the first 5 or 4 weeks or something like that. But because I remember last year, I think my Whitfield was my first upgrade in round 4, maybe. So if you're using that plan, like, why wouldn't you just upgrade? You know, plan for one of them to be your upgrade.
If we can't upgrade? I mean, if you can upgrade, you'd be upgraded into the pod duo as your first upgrade. But if you can't, then you can very easily go, okay, Nas is killing it. Let's swap. If you have Ash or Whitfield in there, let's swap them to sideways it.
You could even cull one of your mids too, and then put Rosie in back, or we'll get on to your team later.
Depends what your lineup is. But do you like it to get a pod duo?
I kind of like it. I was looking at Whitfield and Ash, but then I look at St Kilda's run. But you've got to have the GWS and you've got to have a St Kilda, and I think you just got to disregard the bye, because we've spoken this, privately. Like, the buys are a little bit irrelevant, and the St Kilda and GWS buys, really, there's not many people going on there. So Whitfield has, like, whatever, I got it in front of me. I'm pretty sure he has Bulldogs in there. He's got St Kilda, and then he's got Melbourne.
It's pretty good.
Collingwood.
And listen to what they have after their bye: Richmond, Sydney, North.
So that's why I've always been get my man Lockie in. I don't mind Ash, Toby Green was absolutely pumping him up on a podcast as I was listening to it. It wasn't about Whitfield. It was like Lockie Ash is going to even make a bigger statement. And then
I've got Lockie Ash in at the moment.
And it was pretty funny because Toby Green's asking, it was on a podcast, Tommy Talks podcast, and he's asking Jeremy Cameron how Tanner Bruin's going and is he going to play midfield and halfback. So he's fully like, if he's saying about Lockie Ash, I would actually take that as gospel, as maybe Ash could do even better this year in a role, because he's just thinking about SuperCoach. He's mentioned SuperCoach 3 or 4 times on his podcast. So that's how obsessed he is.
Who's this? Sorry, who's mentioned
Toby
it?
Green. Toby Green. I'm surprised
You
he
know,
didn't.
it's funny.
Yeah.
I was watching the same thing. I didn't watch the whole thing there. I just saw clips. But I heard that he's playing midfield.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He is. So he's a definite
That's a
option.
massive shout. Last time Toby Green played midfield, it was just ridiculous.
And I think it was 40% CBAs. And I think his top scored, it was around 120. But I mean, we're talking about premiums right now. We did see Finn Callahan training already. If he's just,
Yeah, well, he was going to be back always, wasn't he?
but if he's ready for round one, does that disregard your plan for Nass and Whitfield sort of combo? Or Ash, sorry. You know,
I probably won't start him.
You won't. Oh, geez, he's tempted.
I'm so set on my squad at the moment that it would just kind of piss me off that I'd have to go back and
It's pretty
try work it out.
It's pretty risky as well, because what did he have, a calf or a hammy?
A hip flexor.
Hip flexor, sorry, yeah. What about other premiums? Did you see on our run sheet? I mean, how good was Butters on Sunday?
He was going to go 200. He was going to go to. It was before half time and he was already at 100.
That's classic.
I thought the app was glitched.
You know what I was hearing the other day? That he only kicked. Apparently, he only kicked 1 goal last year, and he still averaged 120.
Wow.
So imagine
He
if
was everywhere, man.
M1.
Bont will be M1.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Depends,
another
it's actually-
shout. It's not a.
It's 3-horse race, Nick, Bont, or Butters. I mean, just start them both, but
Yeah.
all of them, but fuck.
What about your mate Chocky?
I've cooled on Shocky.
I think his run. This is where we talk about what we're talking about, Windhager, but I have him in my team currently. He's probably going to get. He's questionable, but he's got Sydney round 1, which have taggers or are known for tagging. St Kilda tag known, but he actually has a really good record against St Kilda. Then it's Collingwood, North, Melbourne, Adelaide. Still great, but maybe he's an upgrade target after his, because his buys at round 2. So yeah, so maybe round 4 or 5. But
This is the exact reason why I've cooled on him, because I was like, you want that hot start, and I don't want to have to be worried about, okay, he's got Sydney, then he's not even playing, and then he's got a possible tag.
yeah, and well, I mean, we spoke about his other mate, but his other mate played half a game, Hugh McCluggage. He was on 95 or something like that. His points per minute is ridiculous. He's actually a
Apparently
weapon.
he got injured in that game. That's why he played half.
No, I think he was nursing it because he had his calf like heavily strapped. So, because he was on afterwards, he goes, yeah, it's just, precautionary, and played the State of Origin game or whatever it is, and I'm fine. Are we sleeping on him? I know he's very expensive, $646K. He is incredible.
He's entered my team, and I called our Brisbane guy. I always call him for some Brisbane information, just because I've got really no clue what's happening down at the what do they call it? The Den?
Oh, just
whatever the fuck's happening at the Gabba.
the arrogant footy club.
The arrogance just spills out those doors. As soon as you walk down that main road, the Gabba's on, you just you feel
Stinks,
sick
man.
inside. It does. It actually smells.
You got to cover your nose.
It smells like a wet dog and wet cat. It's just fucking putrid, isn't it? Anyway, talking to him, asking him about Hugh McCluggage, he said he reckons that he's going to have a bigger year than he had last year, but he probably gets tagged by every single team, and because that's what Geelong did, but he said Geelong tried to tag him and it didn't work.
I think he runs too fast, and that's why they were doing Chocky the whole time, and then Chocky was injured. So, I mean, I think the easy resort is to go to Neil first. Just, mate, he's... I was just... When I was watching that game, I was like, this guy... Like, Neil was trying and being around it, and you could see, like, he looks really good, but, like, that was probably his best game. Where McCluggage was doing it with ease. And this is the problem. I faded him for Neil, actually, I think, but I didn't. McCluggage I kind of thought about and then just forgot about. But the new gen is, we got to sort of tinker our minds to the new sort of star players that are popping off.
There will be one this season. We've just got to find which one it is. Like, I feel like McCluggage is at his price.
McCurchin.
I don't think it's McCurchin this year. I'm so sorry. I don't think it is. I think he could do it. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes like 90, yeah.
It's got to be a midfielder. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of really heavily leaning towards like a Heaney this year who's going to like just become that guy who just explodes into plus 650. I mean, he's done it before.
Yeah, exactly. 2 years ago.
Or Errol. And the only reason I've kind of gone towards Errol is just because of the price tag for a similar player. I don't think he goes as high as scores, but probably a similar player.
Well, there's no issue in regards to his injury. Like, they just were like, all right, we're not risking it. Because if you got to remember, this time last year, that's what happened to him. He was playing a preseason game, fucked his ankle, and then he was out for 12 weeks or whatever it was. So I think I reckon it's making a guess right now. I think it's Errol that makes that jump. But
I'm going to go Heaney.
Yeah, I love Heaney though. I mean, we talk about pod duos. Why the hell aren't we thinking of Heaney and Goulden?
Because they have the same buy as Bond.
Yeah, and
I tried it and I was like, same buy as Bond, everything. I was like, this just wouldn't work.
Did we cover off everyone else, or you thought we?
Oh, I'm pretty happy. I don't think there's really many primos to talk about. It was Sam Walsh was another one that really stood out from the practice matches.
He's back.
I heard he's back. Yeah, what a fucking idiot. I mean, not off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Nah, we can jump on rookies as well. So
rookie absolute locks. You give me your 3 and I'll give you my 3.
I've locked into Todd Marshall, and it's quite funny because last week, not last year, I absolutely shat on him and said he was out of my team. This is how grim we're getting. Lindsay and then D-Rob, D-Rob was pretty good, wasn't he?
Yeah. Do you reckon that Lindsay is locked in for you?
No. Yes, for now. But I did hear on a few... There's a few halfbacks coming back into the team, but they do rate him internally, and everyone's saying how good of a player he could be. But I don't know if his role's certain for 5 or 6, but I don't think you'll go through all the others. But Jax, for example, his is a bit risky because Dale's coming back. So, I mean, we've just got to pick as many as possible, right?
Yeah, because I'm in the situation where I would love to maybe drop one of them because I would love some more spaces on that bench. Like, so I can put like a 99k Dirksen in there if he plays.
But he's not playing.
How do you know that?
I'm pretty sure they would have announced it by now that he's debuting, and they've announced Harry Dean and...
We'll see when the
Jagger.
teams come out. I'm still holding hope. Still holding hope for Dirksen. And when we see my team, he's still in there. Jagger Smith. He's a lock. I think he's going to be like a primo this year, kind of.
Turn it up. I've already listening on the radio. Some Carlton yobbo saying he wouldn't even trade Jagger for Bont. I'm just going to give it a rinse. You fucking stupid Carlton drongo. Give it a rinse. I see
That's like Bruno trying to tell me the other day that Harris Andrews is the 3rd best player in the AFL, just behind Bontempelli.
Yeah, well, no one respects defenders anyway, so his opinion's irrelevant, eh? No one defenders are bloody They're pretty easy to find. Every failed forward just becomes a defender. So that tells you what it is. What about Blameres or whatever his
Blomeyes, yeah. He's in my team at the moment.
I'm not
He
confident.
looked good. If he plays, I think I would have him on my bench, but I don't know if he's like locked into that team.
This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? But this is who. What about your mate Lombard? I know you were big on him last year.
Yeah, massive on Lombard.
He played excellent, so he's a lot.
They rate him very highly down in Gold Coast.
Yep, I tried to fight him on their keeper league, and nobody even gave him up. So that just shows how good of a sort of rookie he's going to be, and he looks a bit more stocky and all that kind of stuff this year. The other ones are, I guess, McAndrew. McAndrew's the other one.
What do you reckon? We're going to start McAndrew, but what do you reckon about having a punt on Cochrane?
Fuck that.
How long do you reckon he'll be down there? Because
more
and Howard out for a while.
1 to 2 weeks, and I've heard that Reef McInnes is out for 4 weeks with a jarred ACL. So,
Reef. Do you reckon it's a good shout because Reef's not coming back and Howe's not coming back for a while?
I'm pretty sure he had a really good TAC Cup year. Or no, he's from Sydney, wasn't he? I just know that he was actually a decent scorer, I think.
You watch him play really well, even though I hate him. I don't rate him. I don't hate him, but I just don't rate him that highly as a player from watching him. But if he plays well against Saints, you watch everyone jump.
How much is he? 119? Yeah. He should be a bit lower than that. Give us something. Put him in 99k.
How do you spell his name?
COCH, I think.
119, yeah.
Shame.
If he plays and he plays well, you watch.
Why can't yeah. I mean,
everyone's going to jump.
Yeah, the defense is just slim. I mean, the other one, Locke, he got named this week is Joyce Wrong. So,
yeah, he looked horrible in the first practice match, but looked great.
That's what I mean, and that's what I was talking about last week. He's extremely highly rated. Like, I wish Collingwood actually figured it out and said, okay, we need him. But now we've got Billy Brampton. Bloody hell. Billy Brampton and Cochrane. If you're picking Cochrane ahead of Sarong or something, I'm going to have to come up to Queensland and belt you. Seriously.
Now that I'm looking at my team, I need to sort out this rookie situation. I can't have all these fucking if buts or maybes on the bench. I'm not going to make any money.
Now, the big issue that's been a lingering issue for quite some time, the ruck chaos. Have you landed on anything?
I've narrowed it down to 2 people. I've got Sherry's too much money for. I think he's going to do well, but he'll regress. He's going to regress. He just won't be able to win the CBAs as much as he can. He'll do great around the ground, and he probably still scores heaps, but he's still going to lose a heap of cash.
And he's 687k, isn't he?
He's a lot of money.
687k. He's got this is what we're talking about. He's got a piss easy run though, like, because I've seen a lot of people just putting him in, but I'm like, on what basis? But then I looked, Port, that Visitini guy, he's useless. West Coast, Matt Flynn, useless. Mm-hmm. He's got a good run. And then
keep going though.
And then Blackiston, useless. Not useless, but I'm just saying.
It's actually,
and then it gets harder for 2 weeks. Grundy and Witsy. I'm surprised.
So Grundy probably destroys him. Wits probably evens.
And then he's got Carlton, Pitto, and then he's got Port, and then Essendon. No, am I looking at the right thing? No, that can't be right. Season 26. There it is. I was going to say.
You looking at the wrong thing?
Yes, I was. Thank God.
Thank God. What's his run?
Thank God. I just saw. That's why he was so good last year. He had Port and Essendon twice in the first 8 rounds, I think, or 10 rounds. Port, West Coast, Essendon, Carlton, Brisbane, Richmond, GWS, Geelong, Sydney.
It's still fucking insane, those first 4 games.
First 4 games, and even 5 if you count Fort. And then you got 6 I mean, the first 7 really. Briggs, I don't really rate. Nankervis, I think's washed. And then he's got Geelong.
It's something to think
It's
about,
actually,
isn't it?
it's actually a really good run. I can't believe we early crowed it just then to say, thank God we're looking at they've been gifted it twice in a row. This is bullshit.
I just don't want to start him.
I don't want to start him because I just like McAndrew at R2, and I feel like we'll have to look into it, because I think if you've got Cherry, how the hell are you going to get Bond? And I don't even have Bond right now, so I'm just worried.
In your team.
No, I don't. But I just worry about his, how much did he average last year? I'm just getting it up. He averaged 127 on average, around that, didn't he? And so you're thinking Cherry's going to match Bont, with these new changes. Surely you're going to get a 10-point or maybe 8-point regression. Say he's
Bont averaged 130 last year.
What do you think Cherry will average this year?
120.
Yeah, I was thinking 118. Same thing. So it's not that bad of a regression.
It's pretty bad. It's the difference between like a 130 average and a 120 average is heaps.
Yeah, but his is 127. So you get in the nitty gritties. Is it really that much? And if he's got
I'm not sold. I'm still not sold. Try to sell me, mate. Try to sell it to me.
I can't sell it. That's the problem. He scored 85 and he played a full game against DC, and I know DC's a better player.
But he's not doing these. The only reason it went up so high is these last couple of games, 187, 186. I don't see those spike games happening.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't have him in my team currently, but this run is very hard to ignore. But I think and the thing is, his ownership has decreased massively, so he's not going to hurt you as much as maybe a Nas, where that could potentially hurt. Yeah, and getting on to the other one, I think English equally has. Well, I don't think the run will beat Cherries, but English has GWS, Adelaide, Essendon. It's not the other stuff's not loading, but I think English has GWS.
English has GWS, Adelaide, Essendon, then Meek, which he just went
and
ballistic
Reeves,
on.
which will be hard. That will probably be hard.
And then Sydney. So he's got a grade up to round 6. Then Sydney, Freo, and then back to Port, Carlton, then Gone, then Decamp. But now we're halfway through the season.
Yeah, and that saves you 80k if you're wanting just one ruck. But I mean, English and Cherry together is quite appealing. But I think those are the two rucks. What did you think about Jackson? I've called on Jackson a little bit because I just thought we've all predicted it would be a solo ruck, but it was completely different in that preseason game.
I've called on him a little bit. I came to the conclusion that if on opening round, if he plays, if there's two rucks named, like a Cox is named, then I'm just not going to go him. I don't want him as a second ruck. And I was looking at the split on DFS, and it was pretty evens, the split. You know what I mean? Was he playing at any time as just a midfielder in there?
I'm pretty sure he had a little bit of midfield time. They want him everywhere, and he did sit forward. I'm pretty sure, but I think I only caught
kicked
1
goal free as well. I think.
Yeah. But what was concerning was
had low disposal efficiency.
Yeah, but the ruck contests, Cox had more of them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it's a bit hard to.
And won more of them as well. Is Cox an option? Just saying. At 200 and something K.
Shit. When's my pick and keepers? I'll pick him up.
I'm just about to pick him.
Just pick him up. I hope not, because Collingwood got rid of him and we had to get rid of him. Oh, surely we got rid of him because he's a little bit horrible. It wasn't a little bit horrible. He was.
He never played ruck with us.
Yeah.
And
then there's a change in rules. Now there's a change in rules which support him.
And remember when we did play him as ruck, he played really well, and people were thinking about bringing him in the SuperCoach team?
I mean, let's just park this. I think we're getting a little bit excited.
I'm not going to start him. We're getting off the subject.
Yes or no for Jackson?
Maybe. I want to see the opening round. English, I'm pretty set on as like who I'll fall back to. Looked great. And if I can get a team that looks really nice and I enjoy looking at it, then I'll go Sherry in English. But at the moment, it's not happening.
And we just can't consider Grundy because of his bye. I think Grundy looked the best out of, or not the best, but yeah.
I'd go him in a heartbeat if I didn't have Errol Goulden and Bond, and then wanting to put Heaney in my team as well.
It's just so tough, these line ball. Because we were talking about it when I sent you a link regarding the changes in the rucks and like the transitional sort of ruckmen are going to benefit from these changes. And it was all saying that Jackson, I think it said Gawn was definitely going to slow down, but it said English, Jackson and Cherry would benefit the most. So it's.
But Gawn looked phenomenal again in the practice match. He looked great. Like Gawn looked great.
Surely he's going to slow down that bloke. He is. What is it? What is his What's his recipe for success? That bloke, because he was smoking darts early on. Is that what the recipe is? Do it early on, and then you mature, and then your body's. I don't know.
He's just doing. So good though. Like opening round wasn't winning any taps, and then against and it is Nank. Guy can't get off the ground, but destroyed him.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I just haven't looked into Gawn because of his age and his run, but he doesn't have a bye. All these other ones have a bye. So are we sleeping on him once again?
He's 700k. He's not gonna score what he's not gonna score 200.
He's 670 or something. Same as Cherry though. That's what I'm trying to say, isn't he?
Oh yeah. He doesn't have as good of a run, I would say, as well.
That's it. So but I didn't look at the run. But fuck, are we sleeping on him once again?
I know, like, I remember last year when you were like, oh, he's got another run, doesn't it? And I'm just like, Gawn's my guy. And then he just did it. I'm like, how the fuck's happening?
So why can't he do it again? Other than that, I think we've pretty much covered the rucks. I mean, I don't think you'll be able to make a good decision. You're just going to have to go with your gut, but at least the opening round will inform you where to go, I guess.
Yeah. For this next bit, I'm going to rapid fire some people at you, and I want you to tell me what you think about them.
Yeah.
Starting with Bruin.
Jeez, he's good. He's in my team at the moment, and I picked him up in keepers. But the comments from Chris Scott were not. I just hate fucking Geelong.
What did he say?
Oh, he just said that he's doing really well, and then he's going to have a new role that he'll get CBAs and playoff back. So I reckon he's got Holmes and him are going to rotate a lot. But then he said he's kind of ready to play or something. Like, you've just pumped him up and then just sort of. But I guess he's had a lot of personal stuff last year, so they're probably tempering him, and maybe they don't want the hype, But this is what happened 2 years ago. So I think I'm looking at young Paris and Bruin in my team. I think Bruin's the easiest one to just fade, but you'll get a free look at it this week anyway. So hopefully he plays, because he's gonna if he has this defensive role, he's going to be a good DPP to swap into the back line and have your last upgrade, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree. If it looks like on the opening round that he has it, I think I'll go there.
Yeah.
Next one, Josh Dacos.
No, I just think, Nick will help him a lot more, but he didn't pass the eye test for me. What about you?
Yeah, I just don't know. Collingwood's so up in the air. I just have no clue what's going to be happening.
We've never been good apart from Nick fantasy-wise for a long time now. Apart from Crispy that back in 2 years ago.
Remember that pod? Jeez,
that was unbelievable.
2 goals in one game. Remember you were up? I think he was on like 60 points or something in one quarter.
Jumping everywhere. It was Collingwood Freo game. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Rouston.
Like him. I think he swaps with Green in this midfield. Like, they swap quite regularly. He had a fair amount of CPAs. I haven't got it up in front of me right now, but he was in there. He's obviously the replacement, and that's what we said last pod. So I think there is, and he's got a pretty handy buy too. If that round 3 bye or whatever it is, GWS and St Kilda, could be handy, but not really, is it? Because I'm looking Flanders, Philippou, there's a few in there. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts? I think he's good, but would you go Bruin or Ruston? I think that's the question.
I've got no read on it, if I'm completely honest.
They both
I
played.
think I'm just going to get everything from opening round and just hope to God that that's what happens in the season. But I know it's not true, though.
He's a massive unit. That's what I like about him. He's small, but he's just a unit.
Yeah. I think with the opening round, we just have to look at roles, not performances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Windsor.
Liked him. He was pretty good, wasn't he? And that game got called off. You watched most of it because I was out. But he was everywhere, wasn't he?
Yeah, it looks like there's a clear directive to everyone at Melbourne that if he's running for overlap, you hand him the ball.
Yep. And that's pretty good for SuperCoach, isn't it?
That's great for SuperCoach.
I can't fit him in my team. Oh, it's like you'd pick Bruin. If it was a line ball, this is what I mean. You're just going to find out all these roles. But Windsor looks great. And he's got a locked in position. So maybe he might be the best out of the lot. I just got one.
Here's a person who everyone is going this person or this person, this person, this person. Blackiston.
Well, he's SuperCoach. Yeah. So it's either Blackiston or Windsor for me. But it could actually just be looking at Bruin, looking at the differences in price. But he looked good too, Blackiston. And he played out of position last year and got stuffed over with all these injuries. He could have easily probably played instead of my man Goldie.
I think he's the most solid.
He was drafted as a ruckman or mid-season drafted as a ruckman. So he was solid. I think he's got one of the best
role as well.
That's exactly what I think, which is...
Yeah. How can you possibly say no to a ruckman who they've said that they're going to go with?
Yeah.
Ruckmans just score points kind of regardless. He looked good out there.
And they're going to probably ease Nick Bryan in. Like Nick Bryan, I think, is the longer term. He's going to be the longer term ruckman.
And for the people like us who are going for the McAndrew R2, it's the perfect cover. As soon as he gets DPP, then we're fine,
Yeah, exactly. So I think he's probably the best out of the lot, I reckon. But
I think so.
I'm just not sold on. I think he's got I was looking at it the other day for ruckman, and I know it's rapid fire, but he's got Meek and Reeves, and then Visitini. Sorry, he's got Hawks, Port, North hard, Bulldogs, English is medium, and then Melbourne and Gold Coast, and then Collingwood. So, I mean, maybe it's teethering expectations that this bloke he's not going to be punching out 90s and like normal ruckmen do. I think it'll be a little bit harder than most because it's not an easy run for him for ruck.
What do you think Windsor then averages in that little patch? Because
I'll be happy with
Windsor
an 80.
kind of has a ceiling where he could just go nuts.
He definitely could, but I think I'd be happy with an 80 for Windsor. 85.
So maybe it's Windsor then, because I don't think Blackiston's going over 100.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't think so. I think he only scored 85 or something in his preseason community game or something like that. And Windsor had like 100 something. No, how much did Windsor score? I had it
112.
Yeah, and that was scoured though because it was called off the game, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So
I mean, he actually scored like 90 something or something like that.
So maybe it's Windsor. I think he could go 80 or 85. I wouldn't be surprised if it's around that
I reckon
range.
it's 90 plus, like 92, 93.
Fucking hell. Well, just for everyone listening,
He could do it.
Michael picked him up first round in keepers, so he's obviously going to pump. And can we just address Jack Steele? He was... Forget what we said about him.
Hey, actually, though, now that I think back to it, though, he got 60 scaled up. Jack still never really does much in practice matches.
Exactly.
He could just be cruising. Maybe he comes back in my team.
I will happily wait on Jack Steele. I'll wait, but there's too many mid options anyway. So at least it's happened now, and we got to see the community game, and then we calmed down a little bit. At least it's not happening next week. The knee strapping. Laylord, no, not for me.
His role's too crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Butterick.
I like him. I want to fit him in my team, but I mean, Dale. Obviously, Dale Louds last preseason game helped him, and he's a lockdown defender sometimes as well. 245k and a little bit of a hard buy. I think he'd probably have to pass, but I'd quite like him. I think he's a decent player.
Yeah, and we're completely gone 100% cold on Coleman.
Yeah, for me, I think he just gets chucked around way too more. I don't even know if he's best. I think he's best 23 or whatever it is, but I just don't think the role's there. But we'll see. We'll see this week.
You know a player who looked really good? Dev Rob.
Oh, can't believe he's never made my starting lineup, but I think that's just because I'm lazy, because I know that he's going to be playing. But is that the same with you, or you've always started him on your field? I've always just left him there, just on the bench.
No, he's always been on the bench.
Yeah, I was like, what a disservice when I was watching him. He was doing everything. I just feel bad for that bloke. He's like, I've got such a hard task this year. I'm just going to tackle everyone. But he'll be good. He might be our final upgrade, surely.
Yeah. What do you think of...
It looked good enough.
What do you think of... what's his face out there?
Dersma?
I'm going to butcher his first name. Hamish Davis? Davis?
He's got a good SuperCoach Intact Cup. I'm pretty sure he played all right.
Yeah, really good. And they highly rate him at the club.
Yeah.
Like, apparently coming out of there, everyone rates him very highly as a player. So
the thing is, and what price is he? Is he 119?
He's that same range, like 218.
Yeah, shame. But he's a forward, or is he
he's
a mid?
mid?
Oh, well, sorry, mate.
I know you go other places, but
yeah, no, but he's good. I mean, I just feel bad for him. Like, there's a reason why they're pumping up Hamish Davis, is because they've got nobody. They've got nobody. Jesus Christ,
mate, they got pumped by Port.
I know.
And Port aren't meant to be good this year. They got pumped by them.
I know we're talking a lot, but like, I was listening to a podcast with McQualder, and he's like, "Oh, last year was the toughest year by far, but I hope I don't have it again." And then he's pumped up the team and saying, we've enforced all these things to make the team better, and we got some recruits, and their recruits are Finn McRae and Schoenberg and all these people. At least they got D-Rob. And then I watched the game, and
they got Starcevich too.
Yeah, sorry, he's good, but I go, this is the same bullshit team that I saw last year. Even worse.
It is. It's a little bit worse, isn't it? You're just getting an older Elliot Yeo and a more fucking angry Harley Reid. He's gonna surely just chill down a bit, mate. All right, just focus on footy. We get it.
It's because of his haircut. He looks he looks in terrific. We didn't even talk about, just lastly, McCarthy. Yes or no?
Oh, McCarthy? No,
same.
Big no from me. Screams massive trap.
Yeah, I
was not impressed at all.
Really?
I just couldn't not work out how he got to 90.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
I tuned out halfway through the second.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when he was sort of killing it in the first, and then he didn't get near it.
Just tackling people.
Well, that's how you do it.
Couldn't get near it. Like, the fact that he couldn't get near it for 3/4 after the first was just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, and you have to think, if Elijah Hewitt and all that come back, he might go back to the back line.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I reveal the team?
Yeah, why not?
And now, after this chat that we've had, I am going to have to change this team because these rookies now don't fit in, and I know that these rookies are not ideal. So there's really no point in me showing this team, but let's go. We're here with the team. Do you need me to zoom in?
Yes, please.
Still
Still small. Is it because we're up at the top?
Yeah, it's because we're up at the top. Yeah. Is that better? Make it even bigger for you?
Yes, please, mate. One more bigger. I don't know if it's my eyes or it's the way we're fucking. It doesn't matter. This team's fucking redundant anyway. It's gonna change. It's gonna change after this podcast.
It's gonna change after this. But here we go. Here's the team. Yeah. I've changed the structure completely, and I went for the Sinclair, Ash, Rosie, Blackiston, and this is what is kind of getting to me. I don't like that I have to play on field like a Sarong or a Grill or a Lindsay and stuff. I hate that I have to do that in the back line. So this back structure is going to change. I don't know what to. Sinclair's locked in. Ash is locked in for me. Rosie's locked in. Blackiston's locked in for me. Yeah,
that's changed.
No, it hasn't. It was like that the whole time.
Last year, it's not last year. Last week, you were on the 2 ruck setup.
Was I on the 2 rucks?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm on the McAndrew train. I'm over here.
Yeah. Yes.
But then I don't know what I'm going to do with this mix here. And then I've got in the midfield Bont, Butters, Dacos locked. Goulden, I've flirted with putting Heaney over Goulden. LDU, I don't know if I'm going to put you. I could drop LDU down to like a Bruin, go someone else, and then put Windsor back into the back line, and then that gets rid of that thing that I was just talking about. And I was kind of thinking about that when Will was talking. I want to somehow I don't really have a fucking clue about these rookies. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Luke Jackson is there, but might get turned into English. Might be someone else. I don't know. Don't copy my team because it's not going to look like this at round one.
We'll have a team update anyway next week, and I think 20 players will change.
And the forward mix hasn't changed.
Yeah, I think that's. I have seen a few people. I just don't know how they're doing it, but they're putting Track in the midfield, and I was like, "Cool, maybe for Pickett or something in the forward line." But I've never considered putting Track in the midfield for DPP.
Or if you put Track in the midfield, then you could move Todd Marshall on field, and at least Leo Lombard, Robertson, and Marshall are probably, let's be honest, they're probably your best rookies besides Jaeger and Sarong.
Yeah.
So now they're on field, but then you're pushing one of these midfielders out.
Yeah, but
then I guess you could get rid of an LDU and then put in another primo defender.
I wish I could fit LDU in. I tell you what, why not?
Let's get rid of LDU. Let's put in Track into the midfield.
Can't believe I've given him this tip. It's bullshit. I should have just done it myself.
Christian Petrarca.
Copy me and
now we'll swap Todd Marshall. Why does this never work? Well, Todd Marshall's going to go in there. Let's just put Harvey Harrison in here for now, even though I probably won't pick Harvey. Sorry, buddy. Harvey Harrison goes in there, right? And now I can get rid of maybe this Dirksen dickhead. How much cash is that giving me?
Yeah, you got to get rid of him.
100. What's that?
Got to get rid of him. Just don't do it to yourself. I mean, he is defender forward, isn't he? So that's actually helpful.
It doesn't actually really help me that much. I've got 502k now to get a player.
McCarthy.
Just after I trashed him. It doesn't really help me that much. I mean, I could probably make it work, but if I was going to do it, I would probably want to get in like a Jordan Clark or someone like that, you know?
Yeah, you'd be able to piss off. We'll talk about it next week, but I don't know if Cook is as good as he didn't have as good a game as the others. So maybe you could get rid of a Cook to fund a Clark, but that's 60K you need to make, not 20. So maybe it'll never work. You could maybe put a Josh Dacos in there, but like we said,
What do we reckon of that?
not bad. Anyway, it
Do you
doesn't
think
even
it's good?
matter. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know until next. I don't know until unless you got Bond, you piece of shit. I don't know. I'm gonna just quickly share my screen and then get out of here because I think I've changed it 3 times
All right, share screen.
last hour. So it really doesn't.
Is that what you were expecting from my team?
Yeah, I think we all sort of. I think the template's there. It's just which sort of primos you're going to land on.
But how many defenders do you have? Go on, show your team. You fucking mutt. How many defenders did you have? Because you have the
Was
same.
the mutt necessary?
Are you having the same situation as me?
You were sharing it the wrong way, you idiot. This is so. We're just getting abusive to it. Your screen was so tiny. I was like,
What was it? A little tiny square?
Yeah, it was. It doesn't matter anyway. Now I was like trying to look. Anyway, this is great viewing, isn't it? This is excellent viewing. Oh, people are going to probably be tuned out after halfway because I'm probably looking on a mini map, like a COD mini map.
It will be big on the video, you fucking spastic.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that.
See, wait, look here. You've got Jai Sarong. See, that's a good structure.
So Sinclair, Witt, Rosie, and I don't think much has changed, but I put Young back in. I put Bruin in. I'm locking Neil in for now, but I think I'll trade him out.
No Bonti Lepi.
Yeah, no Bont. This is the big one. I just can't fit Bont in to get Witt and Sinclair, and I just really want Witt in my team. The run's pretty good, and just trying to find a mid that matches it, but even that's hard itself.
Well, if you're not going Bont, then you could go Brody Grundy.
Yeah, but the thing is, this team I've only got 18K, so it's kind of working in. I'll have to figure it out because 50K plus 18, I might be able to squeeze Neil to LDU and then Grundy to English to Grundy, but do I really want to do that? Like, LDU is a complete hypothetical where Neil could, bang out 110 average, where we've seen what LDU does in the first few rounds. He forgets he's still in Rye or Sorrento having beers by the beach, and then he comes back. And then he's laid out, and then he comes in, and he's just a perfect upgrade, LDU. But he'll be in my team eventually, but I don't know. I'm quite happy with this team. I just don't know if I should be doing Whitfield and maybe change to Ash and find money that way. But yeah.
You know what you need to stop doing? Listening to people like me telling you that you need Bont.
What? Bont hasn't even come. Well, I don't even know if I can afford Bont in here. It's just so frustrating, though.
Tell you what you should do. Back your gut. Go with this team, Will.
No, I really want Bont, but I just don't know. I can't find a way to get him unless I get a 500K or 450K like Archie Roberts and upgrade Neil to the Bonty. But
if you're not going to go Bont, why don't you at least go Ed Richards?
Yeah, true. That is true. Oh God. We'll say it. Well, this team is definitely going to change, but I mean, what I'll end on is I got a lot of shit in messages about Hayden Young being washed. Apparently he's fine. Apparently he was just, had a sore ankle. Hayden Young's probably like, why do I have to train today? Let's just kick some balls and then come back, and that's just like Errol. So I think I would love Heaney in this team. I'll end on that though as well. I would love Heaney. And if you're not going to go Bont, you just go Heaney instead of Neil. Because you can do it. Because that's where you're going to run Bont. The only reason is because of the bye. Yeah. And is that bye a killer? It's something to think about. And I think Bruin or Windsor, I think maybe I could get Windsor and then maybe swap Rosie into my mids and put Windsor there. But I'll think about it. Other than that, I'm quite happy with the team. If we're going R2, who do we put as that R3? That's my question. I fucking hate your team. Why? Why?
Because it's got Whitfield and Kirch in it.
Oh, what the hell, man? Come on.
It's so unnecessary.
Why is it unnecessary? Inform me how it's unnecessary.
Because Lockie Ashwell averages the same and he's cheaper. And
And then if
McGurch
I
hasn't
have
trained for, what, 2 months? A month, probably.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Bloke's just been on the bike for 3 weeks.
If McCurch is out, I can just trade to Archie Roberts.
He won't be out.
Or get Windsor.
So you back Archie Roberts to fill the void of Kirch and McCurcher.
Yeah, he looked
Or
alright.
Elijah Sardis.
Now you're just getting disrespectful, mate. Go on. I'm going to change my team name. I'm going to change it to something general, and then
Change it to something else because you're embarrassing yourself.
Jesus. Oh my God! I'm just getting shot from every area. I've done nothing wrong here, mate. Just because you're having a bad day or something.
And if Tanner Bruin's not good, what then?
To Windsor. But even if I upgraded Kirch or upgraded, got rid of him, if he's not ready, I could go Windsor in that space, and figure out what sort of options I have for around 520. Maybe I could try and find a way to get my man LDU. Could be there.
So you want to put LDU in now?
No, I'm just saying there's all these hypotheticals that I could do if Kirch isn't. I still think Kirch is going to be a good pick this year. So I'm more confident if he's playing round 1, I'm picking him for 100%. I'm picking him 100%. 100%. You can lock it in.
He's playing round 1.
So bite me, mate. He's in my team. He's never leaving.
Who's in flex? Jagger.
Yeah, so it could be Grill and then, yeah, I don't know. I don't even care. This team's going to be changing soon, so she'll be right. But I'm sticking by the guns. I'm probably just going to keep Whitfield in. I will. Don't listen to the outside noise, which is just you, which is the only person I intensely speak about. Supercoach too. So this is what you're doing. You're trying to fuck with my head. It's not happening,
I'm not fucking with your head. I'm just looking at your team. You got no Bond, and you're trying to cover it with Lockie Neal. I'm just looking what I'm looking at.
All right, let me reassess. So Bond. So you made a decision because Bond is not in this team. You think it's shit. That's exactly what you're saying. Oh my days!
It's not shit, but you're trying to average it out with Lockie Neal.
Could be anyone. I've got 18K. Anyway, I think it's a discussion offline. You can stop.
Exactly,
me.
It could be anyone. I don't think it's anyway.
Don't worry, mate. Just worry about yourself.
For another day.
You,
For anyone this far, put in the comments. Do you think Swill's team's just going to struggle with no Bontilepi and getting fucked over by old man Whitfield?
Why do you hate Whit so much this year? That's just bizarre,
I like
mate.
Whitfield. He's one of my favourite players. But I'm just going to throw things at you.
This is just like me calling Paris a dud. So I know where this is coming from. You're just trying to get me inside my head. All right.
If Parrish sucks, I'll trade him out. I've got no affiliation to Parrish.
All right. I think we can wrap it up. You're just bloody gassing me for no reason. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm going to not listen to you.
Watching. Skip. If you made it this far, make sure you skip the first part and just head straight to the team reveals because nobody gives a fuck about the first part. Yeah.
You know that they're not going to be tuning into that, so that's all right.
Just look at the team. Next video.